when I was a child, it's like when I was 17 years old, the world was a pretty scary place. And, part of it was I was already programmed to find those pieces of the world that were a scary place from, my kind of unconscious programming from when I was 5 or 6 years old. And this kind of dates me. This is like in 1971, I was 17 years old. And I was in a world where it felt like we were always on the brink of nuclear war with the Soviet Union. This was the time of the Cold War. And where, when I was in grade school, we used to have drop drills. This really dates me, where they would say, drop, and you have to get under your desk in case a nuclear bomb exploded. Now, why that would help, I don't know, but we did these all the time. But it was just this incredible, fearful place the world felt like, where at any moment, the whole world could explode. And, it was the time of the war in Vietnam. And there were stories like where, Nixon, who was president at the time, would send bombers with nuclear weapons right to the Russian border to show them that we were serious about winning in Vietnam. And it was the time of the draft. And it was the case where I knew that in a couple of years I was going to get drafted and have to go to Vietnam. And that scared me too. So I was in this place of fear. And then in 1971, John Lennon came out with his tune Imagine. And that had this amazing impact on me. It just like, oh my God, I just sobbed the first time I heard that. And where, I don't remember all the words right now, but it was like nothing to kill or die for. Imagine people living life in peace as one, like, a brotherhood of man. And then I remember he ended with, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. And in that moment, I said, you know what? I'm in. At some point in my life, I'm going to create this mini world for myself where everybody can participate. It's all about love and it's all about connection and supporting each other. And everybody can feel like we're all the same. We're all one. We don't have to fight. And that stayed with me for my entire life. And, as I grew older, there was no technology for it at that point. I had no idea how I was going to do that. But I knew that was part of my life purpose. I got that kind of inclination at that point. And then, later, as, I went through breath work and I got into NeuroDynamic Breathwork, and I started to do these online sessions where there were people from all these countries that were participating. And then at one specific session last year, we do these special sessions every now and again with themes where it's like for world healing and that type of thing. So I had this one session where we capped out Zoom, which is 1,000 people. So I couldn't get any more. So we had 1,000 people from 65 different countries around the world participating, breathing as one, supporting each other, sending love to each other, having a sharing circle, being open-hearted, just helping each other. And I like burst into tears because I said, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted to create. And to be able to self-empower people and to support people and really seeing that we're all the same. It was people from 65 different countries, all races, all sexes, all religions. It didn't matter. Everybody felt like they were part of just citizens of planet Earth. So, and the reason I'm telling that story is I just want to really encourage people. If you have a dream, even if it's at the time you have it, and even if it was 20, 30 years ago and it's still sitting there and nothing's been done, it's no matter how big the dream is, it can be accomplished. Even if the technology doesn't exist, it's like if you put your mind to it, if you connect to your inner guidance, if you open yourself up to how you can make this happen and give your consciousness, your psyche, a task of making this happen, it will figure out the way. So, stay in touch, be in touch with your inner guidance, find your life passion and make it happen. You're totally capable of manifesting the life that you want in your life. And actually, you're the only person who can manifest that destiny. Based on your history, you're unique. You've had your own obstacles that you've passed, these own strengths that you've gotten from your life, and you're uniquely capable of bringing yourself to the world and creating and manifesting your own unique destiny. And just go for it. That's really the message.